Hello in TV land, it's your boy Freelancer Joe, ready to once again get cracking. Yes. How should I start this? Should I ask how you're doing? Should I talk about how wonderful it is today? Should I thank you for joining me? Or perhaps it should be all of the above. Well, I always end up doing that anyway, don't I? But hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, thank you for once again joining me on this fine and wonderful Tuesday afternoon. How y'all doing? Doing good? Doing fine? Doing wonderful? Doing fantastic? I certainly hope so, because I'm feeling pretty good myself. Not that because I'm on my post-training endorphin rush, because Tuesday is my rest day from training. Well, I kind of question whether or not I should have done that. I deviated just a bit from my diet. Normally my cheat day is on Friday, which I definitely did, but then I had an extra cheat day on Sunday, and the scale has been reflecting that. I suspect most of it is actually just from water retention in the body. It inflames the digestive tract. That is my suspicion. Although I'm pretty certain that eating an entire pizza in one sitting does add some weight besides the water retention. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I'll tell you, if science ever cracks the nut on like a zero-carb pizza, that would be awesome. Well, it'd be tricky though, because if you ever really look at the price of foods, it really does kind of reflect, interestingly enough, how many calories are in it. Most of the time. There are other foods that are, I'm talking about general things that you find, right? Not specialty things like, grass-fed beef or something like that. But you compare empty calories versus, let's see, like oils, peanuts, like peanut butter, for example, pretty expensive. Meat, expensive, compared to, say, chips, a bag of chips, which, it has calories to be sure, but not really that many calories in comparison. Well, maybe the real thing is the form of the calories, right? Because most carbohydrates, sugar, for example, would be cheap. It just makes sense because you just you don't have to do too much effort for that. Whereas oils, like oils and peanut butter and cream, right? Cheese, that takes some amount of effort. Of course, it has more calories in it, and definitely proteins in general. Were I a nutritionist and a statistician? Is this? I know statistics, statistician. That's kind of hard to pronounce. Anyway, were I somebody so inclined with those numbers and had even less of a life than I really do, or more of an interest in numbers, then I'd look into it. Not that it really matters, because the calculation doesn't affect me. I really should avoid carbohydrates anyway, and sugars. So yeah. All I know is the stuff that I probably should eat just costs more. Go figure. Anyway, so I've already thanked you, and I said that it was Tuesday, and I hope you're having a good time. Anything else I can do besides diving right into? I've never dove before into a body of water. I do my best to avoid bodies of water, other than like an ice bath or like a hot tub or something. No, I think I will dive right into it. Just go headlong, because it's Tuesday, and yesterday, which was Monday, in case you're confused on what happens before Tuesday, I was the start of the week. Although technically, I suppose I treat Sunday as the start of my week. Well, Sunday is the start of my Freelancer video cycle week, and Monday is actually the start of the work week, even though technically freelancing is work, so anyway, it's Tuesday. I should be productive, more so, much more productive. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I have screen focus and try to minimize myself. Which again, after that second pizza is not the easiest thing. Oh, if only it was this easy. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, shrunk down. That's at least 10 pounds. Alright, and okay, we seem to have focus, so that's good. What did I do after the camera stopped rolling yesterday? Well, in keeping in line with what I've been doing, not much at all. Actually, I did get a message from my first client, the wonderful Bella Music School, and the point of contact is kind of in and out with, she says pneumonia. It's probably not pneumonia, but I mean, it's an illness of some kind, which doesn't surprise me. I mean, the start of the school year, hanging around a bunch of kids, you're going to be exposed to some things that, yeah. I've been told that kids are great, and I can see it, but I can also see the kind of effect they have on working parents. It's somewhat disruptive to their productivity. Anyway, so I'll have to reply back to her, but at least I know where we stand on that. No, other than continuing to rip more of my DVD collection, I didn't actually do any code work. Where am I at as far as my collection goes? A whole lot more to go. A whole lot more to go. I really do need to decide which ones, because there's going to be some things that I'm not going to do. I mean, like, I can talk about that later. We're diving right back in. But where we left off yesterday was I did get my sidebar thing working. Well, so on Sunday I had laid out the groundwork, and then yesterday I had created the sidebar and actually showed that it goes back and forth now, which is cool. But what I had stopped at was I was going to break it out into an entirely separate component. Now, why would you do that, Freelancer Joe? Well, first let me stop this. Well, see, the thing is, I want the links that are displayed in there to be configurable, like they are in the top bar for my other templates. And I could just put the code all in here, but then that kind of bloats up the size of this file, which is the view container. And I really wanted to I want my view container just to be kind of a top level thing to contain the major components and the routes. I don't actually want to have those components defined within them. Mostly because of I don't like really big files. One, I don't like big files, and two, I don't like big function definitions. Now, I mean, I could break it out into a separate function, but I mean, if I was going to do that, I might as well just put it in a separate component to begin with. Plus, if I choose to use a sidebar in something else, then I would rather just cut and paste the entire file as opposed to having to drill through this code, find the exact part, and pull out the appropriate pieces. So, a little bit of work now so that I can be much lazier later. That's my motto. If only it works so well on my diet. Okay, so I stopped this. I really should see if one of these days I should test to see if NPM could actually pick up a new file added while it's running. I think I mentioned before in other videos that my previous what's the word for that thing that serves it up? I honestly don't know what the technical term is for NPM and gulp. It's not It's a server of sorts, but not server in the traditional sense. Well, not server in the way somebody as old as I am is used to thinking. You know what? We got time. Let's go ahead and see what the actual definition for NPM is. If I just say NPM, it's going to say it's a package manager. Right. What's the goal? It's a toolkit. Okay. Build system. So NPM is kind of a catch-all. Alright. Okay, that makes sense. Build system. I like that better. So I don't know if NPM as a build system can pick up files that are added. It definitely picks up files that it knows about that are modified, but alright, so we're going to, well, let's go ahead and copy the top bar because the sidebar is a presentational component. Paste. We're going to go ahead and rename it to sidebar. Now here's an interesting design question to consider. I'll talk about that while I'm renaming things. Is that I shouldn't have done that. Top bar. Alright, sidebar. So this is a React component. Of course, it extends a React component. But it's also a React component. There we go. That I have hooked into Redux with this particular the connect thing. Now it's debatable about whether or not I should do that. It makes this component a little heavier. That said, it does wrap everything in kind of one place. I mean, if I don't do this connect, then what would need to happen is I'd have to pass in this function as a parameter, and I'd also have to pass in this state. I consider it 2 of 1, one side, same coin. Unless I take a benchmark and get the actual metrics, I really won't know just how much of a hit I'm causing myself by making it heavier. And something this size, I doubt it really matters all that much, to be honest. Alright, so this is the actual sidebar component as it was displayed before. So instead of rendering that, we're just going to render this. Place that render there. And so, I don't think we need this just yet. Actually, I don't think we need it at all, but we will need something to render the links. I don't believe we need transition. We will need the sidebar state. We don't need the open new window either. Sidebars there, toggles there. Oh, that's right, because I copied it from here. That's nifty. Don't think we have any uses for styles. Now, this is actually pretty cool because I copied the top bar over. The sidebar has pretty much the action we need as well as the dispatch. So that all works nicely. But what we are missing, we're missing drawer. Okay, so go ahead and put the drawer here. I'm going to leave these in here for now because at some point I need to actually format and lay out how I want the links to look, and I'll probably need these later. Although I doubt I'll need app bar. or a toolbar. Typography I'll need. Menu icon I probably won't. Sidebar, sidebar, where there's a drawer. So that looks pretty good. But if that's the case, then back in the view container, okay, so we need to include the sidebar now. Still leaving bottom bar in there, because I need to put that back in, I think. But we no longer need the drawer or the toggle sidebar. And instead of this drawer definition, we're just going to go ahead and include the sidebar. And since it's all wired up, I don't believe we need to pass it anything. Alright, so then why do I bother passing in these functions to the top bar? I also passed it in the bottom bar too when it was there before. That was because this was, those were functions I did not have to redefine twice in their individual components. Toggle sidebar requested. I don't believe we need you anymore. Alright, sidebar. Sidebar is no longer needed. That's not, we don't need to pull that from the state anymore. Nor do we need this action. That's good. Let me go ahead and change that format too while I'm at it. I'm not saying I got OCD, because I don't. But some things, when they catch my eye, do weigh on me until I forget about them, which is why I don't have OCD. Alright, let's see if that comes up. And while that's happening, let me take a sip of my La Croix. Alright, it came up. That's good. Does it appear? That's good. Does it disappear? That's even better. Alright. Okay, so that's looking good. I think I might have time. So now I want to... I'm not using classes. What a shame. Now I want to create the... Oh, you know what? That was silly of me. I just realized I actually do want to include the transition. Because this transition is what we use to change the views. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back in there. Let's go ahead and, again, it's just validation, but hey, just to be sure, for now. Now we need to generate the links. And I already did that before, but in the other templates, in the top bars. So let's go ahead and take a look at the top bars and one of my other templates. It was in this old top bar too, but I deleted it. Okay, render navigation buttons. That's the one. And this is why I left in all those other files. So let's, okay, that's not good. 1, 2, 1, 2. So what do we got here? Render navigation buttons, classes, CFG toolbar, button tool. So I need tooltip and button. Tooltip, I got button. Yeah, I figured I wouldn't need app bar or toolbar. I don't have typography. Interesting. Ooh, I wonder if I should use buttons. Probably should use a list instead, to be honest. Well, let's... Okay. So now it's going to look in toolbar, but I reworked toolbar to have the social. So let's look at the old toolbar. In one of the other templates, UI CF source. I wonder whether I put UI CFG up one. That's why, right? Yes, yes. Toolbar. So here I had. Oh, because it's not toolbar anymore. It's in the sidebar. So I said sidebar. Oh, no, I put it in sidebar. I feel silly, because all I had to do is this. I was thinking ahead. I am so far ahead of everyone else that I'm ahead of even myself. How is that possible? It's because I'm that good, yo. Having said that, it's probably going to. Yeah. Oh, no. Sure, I defined the function, but it helps if I actually invoke said function. This dot render navigation buttons. We don't need that. Let's see if it recompiles. Ooh, I was feeling good, but now something's kicking in. Hunger? Am I hungry? Aha. 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 And let's see what you're complaining about. Transition is undefined. Really? Top bar. Transition is undefined. What was transition? Oh, the state. Oh, because I. See, and that's something that should also be defined up here. But I didn't really want to define an object. So I kind of, as the British would say, half-arse it. State is not defined, really. Yeah. Because I was focusing on that. Shame. There we go. Alright, that's looking good. Hey! Alright, well, that's all well and good, but does it actually work? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It does. You like that, don't you? I know I like it. Alright, so now the real question, though. So I don't like the width. I want it to be a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger. And I still wonder about whether or not I should go with buttons. Let's see. Let me move myself over. Meow. Now, ideally, also, I would kind of like have a company logo first. That would be cool. Paper root, left auto anchor. Let's go with width. What do you feel like? 200 pixels? About 320 pixels. I like that. But it needs more. It needs more panache, more verve. Or maybe I need those buttons to be smaller, a little more padding. Let me say, well, first of all, let me. So what was I put on? Paper root. Okay, so let me see. On an API and drawer. Whoa, yeah, whatever it is kicking in hard. Is it root? Yeah, no, paper. Really? Slide prompts, variation, variant. Variation anchor. Hey, what was it? Oh, it's paper. Okay, there we go. I want on paper. So I think it's, was it classes.paper or class? Oh, there we go. It's classes. Classes. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. We don't do outlined. Paper. Classes. Drawer. Paper. Oh, tab. Oh, I know, I didn't need to tab that. Okay. So I need to define drawer.paper. Drawer paper. Let's see. Width, I said 320, that's fine. What don't I like? How about maybe the padding? A little more padding on the buttons. 5. Not bad, not bad. Do I have, okay, so I said padding 5. So that's fine. I do definitely want a logo there, though. Unfortunately. Do I have a logo that I... No, somebody's complaining about... Oh. What images do I have? Do I have any images? I'd like to include that, but I can't. Image... Placeholder... Oh, you know what? I should center this, shouldn't I? I should. Okay, well, let's see if that works first. I mean, it should. I don't see why it shouldn't. Oh, wow, look at that. Time. I was so obsessed with the layout that I lost track of time. Which means I'm going to wrap this up for now, especially because whatever it is that's hitting me is hitting me hard. It's not drinking. I haven't had a drink since Saturday. Sleep? I thought I had plenty of sleep. I did. I don't know. Weird. Anyway, I'll wrap this up for now. Thank you for joining me. I think tomorrow we're going to continue doing some styling changes. I'll probably end up adding like a configurable title/logo up here. I'm going to go ahead and center this, and I might think of something else to do. Oh, that's interesting. I did include the bottom bar. Anyway, yes, wrapping it up for now. So thank you for joining me. If you have comments or suggestions, please leave them in the box below. And cool kid thing about liking and subscribing, but only if you do like and if you do want to subscribe. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day, and that you'll join me again. And in the meantime, take care and God bless.